Okay, this is the thing. Sorry, there's like a world boss happening like right behind us. Hear ye, hear ye. Go inside the 11.1.5 content update. This is coming a lot faster than I thought. Gosh. Anyway, hey, it's Soul. This is another video. Please like and subscribe. I will read this thing shamelessly and we will react to it. So let's go. The 11.1.5 content update is making its way to the PTR and brings with it some new changes and additions that will roll out in the weeks after the release of the content updates. Ooh. Defend the Arathi in the Nightfall Scenario. Players will take up arms beside a new faction, Flames Radiance, to defend the Arathi against the Siraki forces following the defeat of Queen Ansurek. The faction consists of volunteer militia-led veterans Thade Pyremaker and Milton Wildbrawn. As you rise through the ranks, you will earn up to 10 levels of Renown and unlock new rewards. I kind of like that there's a follow-up thing. You know how we're used to like, hey, we blasted the bad guys and then we never hear from them again. They've returned. So that's kind of cool. Alongside the Flames Radiance, players will be split between task forces within the Nightfall public scenario to clear the battlefield and push back the Sireki. You'll also be able to strike back against Sireki forces throughout Halifal and Ashkehet to continue to earn renown and rewards with additional quests and activities between the scenarios. Players can expect a variety of rewards to take part in the scenario and quests, including new armor sets, a tabard that will update visually as you progress through the ranks of the Flames Radiance, weapons, a new color variation of the Delver's Dirigible, and more. Ooh, I like the mount thing. That's cool. As your rank increases, you can also expect to earn buffs, which will help you become stronger while in Halifal and Ashkehet. Cute. Dastardly Duos. Later in the patch cycle, players will be able to experience a new 6-week event, providing a variety of cosmetics, toys, and even some dungeon items based on the bosses you encounter. Vinny Sweet's showrunner and announcer is promoting Dastardly Duos, where players can step up to take on animatronic versions of past bosses, gain power-ups, and strive for higher and higher scores for bragging rights. You and your party will fight 2 or more bosses at a time to rank up your highest score. Wait, what? Okay, later in the patch cycle, players will be able to experience a new 6-week event, providing cosmetics, toys, and dungeon items based on the bosses you encounter. You'll fight old bosses, you and a partner, right? Yeah. There will be 3 hubs for Dastardly Duos the players can visit: Stormwind, Orgrimmar, and Dornigal. While Vinny Sweets is running the show, you'll need to speak with Ziggy Morrow to queue for the fight in the Dastardly Dome. A visit from Woden, the Troll Serpent Vendor, will also get you access over the weeks to some additional power-ups and help or items that can help you in the fight. In week 1, there'll be 4 bosses available to fight, and each week thereafter, additional bosses will be added, up to a total of 10 bosses to face. Earning specific achievements will also provide additional game effects from within the Dastardly Duo. Earn points for kills, damage done, and much more. Rack up a high score with your party for bragging rights and see how far you go. This is kind of cool. This is a surprise. So, encounters with old bosses, you and a buddy, you get cosmetics. 6-week event, though. I'm sure people are going to be like, oh my God, how dare they? You know, something FOMO, yada, yada, yada. I'm sure we're going to hear that in the comments. That's fair. So we'll see what more we learn. Horrific Visions Revisited. Return to N'Zoth's corrupted versions of Stormwind and Orgrimmar. I was wrong. Complete objectives and take on the challenges within. As you make your way through these encounters, you need to maintain your sanity or ultimately fail. You'll be able to go it alone or create a party of allies to join you. Players who want to experience Horrific Visions alone or need additional helping hand in their party will be able to invite a construct of Sorodormi companion to join them. You can have a follower. This follower will be able to tank DPS and heal and will not be affected by sanity. For players looking for a bigger challenge, you'll be able to activate higher difficulties for play for additional gear up to heroic difficulty items appropriate to your level. Horrific Vision masks are also returning, including the Mask of Pain, Dark Imagination, yada, yada, yada. 3 additional new masks will be available to discover and conquer. There's going to be 8. 8 freaking masks. A new currency to collect becomes available to spend at the vendor for previous rewards. Displaced Corrupted Mementos. Players will be able to earn new rewards in Horrific Vision, such as mounts, toys, transmogs, weapons, enchantments, and more. Whether you're playing a new max level alternate character or experiencing it for the first time, you can experience this content shortly after the launch of the 11.15 update. We're still not freaking done. UI update, we're implementing a new UI update which introduces a cooldown manager. Okay, so this is the Recore thing that people were talking about, allowing players to better track class ability cooldowns. This additional functionality can be personalized through the edit mode within the UI, and then we'll learn more someday. Interesting. I kind of like what they're doing here so far. So like, I think of season 1, and season 1 had the 11.15, like the whole anniversary event thing that was going on for a while, and then afterwards it was like Turbulent Time Waves, Plunderstorm, that sort of stuff. So here we're getting, I'm not going to call these like more traditional content or nothing. We're getting a full on rehash of Horrific Vision. So there's nothing new. It's not tied to the story. None of these things, I guess, are really being tied to the story. These are kind of like side things. Well, I guess this Nightfall scenario would be different, which is, kind of unexpected as well. So it turns out it's going to be kind of a lot that's going to be added here. But seeing as how, like, for example, this Dastardly Duos thing is only a 6-week event. There's going to be like, okay, how invested are we going to be into this? Horrific Visions, like, how long is this going to last? Is this going to be up forever? Because between that and the Nightfall scenario, we don't know how long these things are going to persist. I want to say forever because, like, for example, with this, we're getting a new faction, we're getting a Renown kind of track thing. So I'm hoping that this is something we'll be able to, eventually get around to beyond the scope of 11.1.5. This seems to be like the only FOMO event happening that people might be compelled to do, and it's not a solo thing either. So people are going to have takes, they're going to have feelings about this. Horrific Visions, though, I'm going to presume that this has the biggest, like, I guess, quote, improvement, because we're not going to have to deal with, it doesn't seem like we have to deal with keys, farming for that sort of stuff. We can have a partner with us as well, but I'm pretty sure that the fun, at least in my opinion, is going to come from doing like the harder versions. If we're going to be dealing with like all these additional masks or whatever. For those who are familiar with Horrific Visions, you have to deal with lots and lots of stacking mechanics, and you couldn't just hard DPS through it. I mean, you kind of could, but there's like a certain progression track that was involved here. They don't mention that here, so I'm wondering what this is going to be all about. But that is kind of cool. I kind of like what's happening here. It's a lot of, for a 0.5, that this is a lot of stuff being added. And it's going to be up to us to decide, okay, what are we interested in? What do we want to do? So what do you guys think? Let me know in a comment. Is this exciting? Is this so boring or what? But yeah, let me know. Like the video, subscribe for more stuff, and I'll see you guys for the next thing. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.